Serena Sterling had a reputation, the good girl, the rule follower, the one who never made a mess. The most rebellious thing she'd ever done was run when she heard she was being married off to a top-tier heir. Asher Hawthorne's reputation was playboy, walking headline, the kind of man you don't tie yourself to. She thought she could disappear, but he tracked her down, and they ended up taken together, shoved into an underground livestream ring, in a cold metal cage. Serena was bound while Asher was dosed so hard his pupils blew wide. Everyone watching expected the obvious.
Don't freak out.
Asher met her eyes anyway, his voice scraped raw but steady.
I'm not gonna touch you.
He proved it by clamping his teeth into his own arm until blood ran. When they forced more drugs into him, he slammed his head into the bars, choosing a concussion over compliance.
Stop.
Serena sobbed.
If I hadn't bolted, you wouldn't be here.
Not on you.
He rasped. His gaze softened.
I was a mess for a long time. And you're good. Of course you didn't want me. I regret it. If I'd met you sooner, I'd have wanted only you.
Something shifted in Serena then. Because the kind of man who would rather bleed than take what wasn't freely given did not belong in the story she'd been told about him. They were rescued not long after, and Serena married him. At the wedding, Asher held her hand like he meant it and promised she would be the last woman he ever loved. After marriage, the scandals dried up. When she told him she was pregnant, Hawthorne Group launched a citywide giveaway. Everyone said the playboy had finally turned his life around. That illusion lasted until a routine prenatal appointment. Asher claimed he couldn't miss a meeting, so Serena went alone, then headed to Hawthorne Group afterward with her ultrasound printout. The elevator delivered her to the top floor. Through the narrow gap of the door, she saw Asher sprawled in a leather chair, cigarette between his fingers.
Isn't Hawthorne the model husband?
Someone teased.
How are you here instead of holding your wife's hand?
Why would I go?
Asher said.
It's not my kid.
A beat of silence, then a low laugh.
You never even slept with her. How'd she end up pregnant?
Another voice chimed in.
Serena Sterling has no clue. You don't actually want the stiff little good girl type. The one you've wanted this whole time is Betrayal. So you play husband during the day, and at night you let Adrian handle the part. That would have required touching her.
And that whole playboy image was just you scaring off every rich girl your mom tried to line up so you could keep the path clear for Betrayal, right?
Pretty much.
Another said.
Too bad the family used Betrayal's safety to force the engagement.
A third voice added.
Which is why this is genius. You marry the one girl everyone trusts, then expose her as pregnant with another man's baby, and make the whole family swear off arranged matches.
Someone hesitated. Serena's always been by the book. She didn't do anything to deserve that. Serena's mind went blank. She'd loved him for 3 years, and he'd married her for another woman. The night he'd fought the drugs, he hadn't been protecting her. He'd been protecting his loyalty to Betrayal.
Cruel?
Asher repeated, amused.
Maybe. Her feelings aren't my problem. I only care about Betrayal.
A guy hooped.
What about Adrian? You've been with her for 3 years, and now there's a kid. You feel nothing.
On the sofa sat Adrian Kensington, all cold polish.
She's too boring. In bed she's empty. Nobody gets attached to that. I did it for Asher. And the baby is just leverage. I'm not claiming it.
If you two don't want her, let me take a turn. One said. I'm tired of steak. Another piled on. When are you kicking her out? Asher stubbed his cigarette out.
1 week. At our 3rd anniversary party. Let everyone see exactly what kind of perfect wife my family picked.
Serena stood on the other side of the door, with her ultrasound printout crushed in her fist, while tears slid down her face in silence. Then she smiled slow and steady, because good girl had always been a matter of manners, not weakness. Asher had used her heart like a tool. Serena Sterling would make him pay for every second of it. Serena turned and walked away. She'd barely stepped out of Hawthorne Group when someone barreled into her from behind. The back of her head cracked against the wall. She looked up and saw Asher with his phone to his ear.
Betrayal. Hang on, I'm coming.
He didn't even glance her way. Serena flagged a ride and told the driver to follow him. Outside the precinct, she froze when she saw the person tucked under Asher's arm. The Betrayal he worshipped was the same Betrayal from high school, the one who'd bullied Serena. Back then it started over something stupid. Someone said Serena was pretty, and Betrayal made it her mission to punish her. Superglue on chairs, roaches in her pencil case. And the day Serena got picked to host the school event, they forced spicy pepper water down her throat. Betrayal huffed.
I came back to surprise you. I didn't mean to tap that car. Why are they acting like I'm a criminal?
Asher gave a helpless smile and ruffled her hair.
I'll handle it.
Betrayal's grin turned sweet.
That's why I trust you. You even staged that kidnapping back then. Nearly got yourself killed. All to get around the family and marry me.
Serena's entire body went rigid. The kidnapping was his plan. That night she'd mistaken for love had been a trap laid in advance. A female officer noticed her.
Madam, do you need help?
Asher turned.
Serena? When did you get here?
Just got here.
Serena said.
I had something stolen, so I'm filing a report.
Asher's shoulders eased.
What was it? I'll have someone look into it.
Serena shook her head.
Forget it.
Brielle walked over smiling.
We were practically attached at the hip in high school, remember? Right, Serena?
Serena met her gaze head-on.
Funny how the girl who bullied me back then turned out to be my sister-in-law.
Asher's brow furrowed.
Serena, the person you said kept tormenting you, was that Brielle?
Yes, it was her.
Serena lifted her eyes to Asher. And in her head she counted. Right on cue. He chose Brielle.
Brielle's a little wild, sure.
Asher said.
But she's not malicious. You must have misunderstood her.
He reached for Serena's wrist.
Adrian's throwing Brielle a welcome back dinner. Come with us.
Asher opened the front passenger door. And Brielle slid in first.
Finders keepers,
he sang.
Don't go crying that I bullied you again.
Serena simply opened the back door and got in. She wasn't fighting for a seat when she'd already decided she wasn't fighting for the man. On the way, Brielle filled the air with memories that belonged to her. And Serena stared out the window and texted her attorney. I'm divorcing Asher Hawthorne. He's at fault. 3 years ago, Asher insisted on signing a prenup stating the spouse at fault would walk away with nothing. Now Serena understood. A trap designed from day one. At her appointment, she'd recorded the doctor's instructions and forgotten to turn it off. Capturing every word from that office. The evidence holds. Her attorney texted back. We're filing immediately. The divorce should finalize in about a week. Once it does, Hawthorne Group will transfer to you. Inside the private ballroom, Adrian Kensington stood out without trying. Brielle ran straight to him.
Thank you for my welcome back party.
Adrian steadied her. But his eyes weren't cold. They were warm. Hungry.
I did it myself. I don't trust anyone else with you.
Serena's chest tightened. Adrian wanted Brielle too. Asher appeared beside Serena with champagne. Before she could take it, Brielle snatched the glass. Her fingers slipping. The champagne splashed down Serena's front. Brielle widened her eyes.
Oops. Totally forgot you're Mrs. Hawthorne now.
Asher's friends were already looking. Asher demanded a wrap. But when he spoke, he still defended Brielle.
She apologized. Don't get upset, okay?
Serena lifted her head.
Okay.
She said softly.
Let's play.
Serena moved fast. Her fingers grabbed Brielle's hair, yanking hard and driving her face straight into the welcome cake.
This is pretty fun, actually.
The ballroom went dead silent. Serena kept her smile polite.
Why'd you all stop laughing?
Adrian started forward. But Asher cut him off with a look.
All right, you idiots. Don't drag my wife into it.
He slipped an arm around Serena's shoulders.
Let's go home.
On the drive, a scooter came the wrong way. Asher jerked the wheel, and the car slammed into a roadside tree. Serena wasn't wearing a seatbelt properly. The force threw her out into a drainage ditch. Camera shutters started hammering. A masked reporter aimed a lens at her.
Stop filming.
Asher barked. The reporter dropped the camera, which smashed into Serena's head. The world went black. When Serena came to, voices drifted in from outside the room.
Gotta hand it to Asher.
One said,
messing with her seatbelt and door. Then timing the crash so she goes straight into a sewer.
And Adrian.
Another added.
The fake reporter move was perfect.
Too easy.
Adrian said.
If she weren't still useful, I would have hit her back 10 times harder.
Asher gave a short snort.
All right. I've got a performance to put on.
Serena shut her eyes. Asher sat beside her bed, his hand brushing her hair away from her forehead. Serena's muscles tightened on instinct. Serena opened her eyes and shifted out from under his hand.
You're awake.
Asher said quickly.
This is on me. The baby's okay. That's what matters.
A liar, Serena thought. His phone rang, a special ringtone. Asher didn't hesitate. Brielle's voice came through sharp.
If you talk to Serena tonight, I'll start ordering male escorts. 10 minutes. Every minute you're late, I add one more.
Asher shot up.
Serena, something came up at the office.
He was gone. Serena pressed the call button.
Doctor.
Serena said.
I want a termination.
The door slammed open. Richard Sterling rushed in, face drawn with panic.
Baby, I saw the pictures online of you in the gutter.
Serena's mother had been gone for years. Her father had built Sterling Group so she'd never have to beg. He'd supported her when she ran. And even after the kidnapping, he hadn't wanted her to marry Asher. Serena had begged him to trust her. Now the truth made her throat close. Her phone rang again. Asher's mother, Victoria Hawthorne.
Your little roadside circus is all over the internet. Your family is barely on the map. You were only considered because you seemed obedient. If you keep embarrassing us, I'll replace you.
The line went dead. Serena told her father everything.
In a week, Asher Hawthorne will lose everything.
He swallowed.
Dad, you always said you wanted a place with warm weather. Once the paperwork is done, we'll go.
Her hand slid to her stomach.
But first I'm ending the pregnancy.
Richard nodded, eyes wet, but didn't stop her. The procedure happened quickly. Serena lay on a cold table, tears slipping down her face. Days ago, she'd been filled with quiet joy. Now the bond was gone. When they discharged her, a report was placed in her hands. Fetal sex, male biological father, Adrian Kensington. Serena called her attorney.
I need you to secure the tissue sample and the paternity report in a week. Bring them to my 3rd anniversary event.
Serena spent 3 days in the hospital. Asher didn't show up until the day she was discharged.
Work's been insane,
Asher said. When his collar shifted, a fresh red mark showed along his neck.
Don't touch me.
Asher froze.
This time of year and we still have mosquitoes.
Asher said lightly.
Serena, I swore I'd love only one person in my life. Trust me.
Serena let a thin, mocking calm settle over her face.
I do.
His vow was real, just not meant for her. He guided her toward the car.
Brielle put something together. You two need to get along.
When they arrived, it was the same group. They were playing truth or dare. The bottle landed on Asher. The dare. French kiss the closest woman to you, Serena. Asher's face tightened with disgust. Serena said,
What happens if you refuse?
Whoever's wearing red has to chug a full bottle of liquor.
Only Brielle was in red. Asher's jaw set.
We're not refusing.
He turned toward Serena.
Don't look.
His hand covered her eyes. Second later, a mouth pressed to hers. Cool practiced. It was Adrian. Serena shoved away and ran for the restroom, retching. Voices slid in through the gap.
You really needed Adrian to do that too?
Asher's answer came without shame.
I'm not kissing another woman in front of the person I actually love.
Adrian's voice stayed flat.
It was like biting into fat. At least she got sick fast.
Serena stared at her reflection, lips pulling into a tight curve. Fine. She'd treat it like a dog bite. The fire alarm screamed. The restroom door clicked dead under her palm. By the time she forced it open, the private room was empty. He ran, only to be slammed sideways by a panicked crowd. Through the chaos, she saw Asher with one arm around Brielle, shielding her. Serena forced herself upright. A hand shot out from a side room and yanked her inside. A masked man pinned her wrists and tore at her clothes.
Let me go.
Then the man's mask shifted. Those eyes, Adrian Kensington. The masked man chopped the side of her neck. When you came to, she was naked on a busy downtown street. People stood around her filming. Hands reached in from the crowd, bold and hungry. By the time she reached the Hawthorne estate, she could barely breathe. Victoria Hawthorne slapped her across the face.
First a sewage ditch, now naked in public. Do you have any idea what you've done?
Asher rushed in, throwing his suit jacket over Serena's shoulders.
I looked into it. Retaliation from that underground live stream ring.
Serena's head snapped up. He had staged the first kidnapping himself. Victoria scoffed.
If you keep attracting disgrace, you're not fit to be our daughter-in-law.
It won't happen again,
Asher said, and Serena caught the smallest curve at his mouth. Serena walked upstairs and showered until her skin flushed raw. Then she heard Brielle's voice.
Something's wrong. Serena's dad collapsed.
Brielle stood in the foyer.
I told him I had 10,000 copies of your nude photos printed. He had a heart attack. The doctor says he might not make it.
Victoria raised her hand again, but Asher stepped in, shielding Brielle. Serena turned for the door. Asher grabbed her arm.
Your father never remarried. If he's at the end, maybe it's not the worst thing that he gets to reunite with your mom.
Serena went still.
If anything happens to my dad, I will never let her walk away. And I won't let you either.
She ripped her arm free and ran. Serena burst into the hospital room. Her father lay with his eyes shut. Tubes everywhere. He stayed by his bed for 3 straight days and nights. When morning light finally touched the hospital sheets, her father's eyes opened. Asher drove them home himself, acting perfect. With gifts and promises of investment. The message: don't hold Brielle accountable. That night, Serena felt a body press close behind her. It wasn't Asher. It was Adrian.
Want me to make it up to you tonight?
No. I'm pregnant.
Adrian tightened his arm anyway. Serena caught his wrist and shoved it away. After a beat, he's back.
Your call.
A few minutes later, Adrian spoke into the hallway.
Asher, I checked. She's not in the mood tonight. Sleep.
Appreciate it.
Asher replied.
You've taken a lot for me these 3 years.
Adrian's voice turned low.
If it means you and Brielle end up together, it's worth it. When I had that crash back then, Brielle dragged me out. She risked her life.
Serena nearly opened her eyes. The boy from the accident, blood everywhere, had been Adrian. She had knelt down and pulled him out. Before he slipped under, he'd shoved a jade pendant into her hand. Later, Brielle had taken it and claimed it belonged to a friend. The next morning, her attorney texted, "Divorce finalized. Asset transfer will complete within 24 hours." Asher caught her smile.
That happy because you're excited for tonight?
He kissed her forehead.
Love you.
Love you too.
Serena returned. After Asher left, Serena packed a small bag. Before heading to the airport, she stood at the front door, looked back once, then didn't look back again. The ballroom glittered. Nearly every name that mattered had shown up. Asher Hawthorne stood near the front, but he kept checking his watch. 10 minutes until the program started. And Serena hadn't arrived. Serena was always early.
Asher, why isn't she here yet?
Brielle asked, stepping up beside him in a blazing red gown. The people we hired to expose her are about to go on.
She's your sister-in-law.
Asher corrected.
Don't talk about her like that.
Brielle stared at him.
She's a decoy, not family.
Victoria Hawthorne approached.
Stand back.
He snapped at Brielle.
You two may be siblings on paper, but people will assume the worst.
Then she looked Brielle up and down.
And why are you dressed like that?
Brielle likes red.
Asher said.
It suits her. Serena's dress is white custom.
Victoria studied him.
Where is Serena?
Asher opened his phone and typed, "Where are you?" A glaring exclamation icon appeared. Serena had blocked him. Serena Sterling had always been predictable. Now she'd blocked him. Asher felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. He was scared something had happened to her. Brielle caught his arm.
She's fine. This is about my joke with her dad. She's skipping tonight to get back at you.
Asher stopped. Serena was doing this on purpose. She was putting the Hawthorne name on the line. And yet underneath the anger, relief flickered.
If she's not coming,
Asher said,
the plan to expose her has to wait.
Brielle snapped her head toward him.
No. This party exists to expose her.
Her expression crumpled into hurt.
3 years ago they sent me away. I can't keep waiting.
Asher looked at the shine in her eyes and felt his resolve bend. After tonight, he could throw a few projects Sterling Group's way.
Fine.
Asher said.
We do it as planned.
At 6:30, Asher walked onto the stage.
Tonight marks the 3rd anniversary of my marriage to my wife Serena Sterling. Unfortunately, Serena and I had a small disagreement, and she hasn't arrived yet. But tonight, to thank Serena for carrying our child, I'm transferring all Hawthorne Group shares under my name to our baby.
Applause crashed through the room. Then the doors slammed open. The person who stepped in was not Serena. A man in a white lab coat stepped into the spotlight. He was a technician from Hawthorne Group's medical testing center.
Mr. Hawthorne, I know you asked us to run the paternity test for the share transfer paperwork, but there's an issue with the results.
Asher went very still.
What issue?
The results indicate that the baby your wife is carrying is not biologically yours.
The room exploded. Victoria Hawthorne rose from her seat so fast her chair scraped. She knew her son. And she knew that whatever game he'd been playing, he wasn't as detached from Serena as he'd told himself. She walked onto the stage and took the microphone.
Our family apologizes for the spectacle. Serena Sterling has disgraced the Hawthorne name. From this moment on, she is no longer my daughter-in-law. Per the prenuptial agreement, she will leave this marriage with nothing. And as for the Sterling family, what they owe the Hawthornes we will collect. Tonight's celebration will continue.
Victoria announced.
Thank you all for coming to witness Asher Hawthorne no longer being deceived.
The applause hit even harder. Asher stood on stage with a dazed stillness. The outcome he'd planned for 3 years. And yet the victory refused to land. Then the door swung open. A lawyer walked in with a livestream crew.
My client, Ms. Serena Sterling, has authorized me to handle a few matters on her behalf. First, Mr. Adrian Kensington.
He raised a sealed packet.
This is the paternity report Ms. Sterling instructed me to deliver to you.
The guests leaned in.
Serena's baby is Kensington's. It says male. A son. That child could be the only successor Kensington gets.
Adrian's head rang. How did Serena know? Had she realized the man in the dark wasn't Asher? He expected disgust. Instead came flashes he hadn't asked for. Her waist under his hand. The warmth she kept giving. Asher's face strained. They hadn't planned to drag the Kensingtons into it. This wasn't just scandal anymore. This was war. Victoria turned to Adrian.
Is there some kind of misunderstanding here?
Brielle gripped Adrian's sleeve.
Adrian, we cannot let this fall apart. Say she came after you. Make everyone believe it.
Adrian's first instinct was to refuse. Then he looked at Brielle and saw panic. The memory hit him. The crash. Someone dragging him out with bare hands. He'd lived because of her. He lifted his chin.
Serena Sterling has tried to seduce me more than once. I turned her down every time. There was one exception. She drugged me and got what she wanted. I didn't expect that one incident to result in a pregnancy.
The ballroom erupted. Asher's hand clenched into a fist. He knew Serena wasn't like that. But he couldn't say a word to defend her. Then Adrian spoke again.
I never planned to marry. But I'll take responsibility for the child. I will marry Serena Sterling.
The room went sharp. The Kensington relatives exchanged uneasy looks. Asher felt relief he didn't want to examine. Serena marrying into the Kensingtons meant she'd have protection. Instead, the emptiness in his chest widened. Brielle's face tightened. If Adrian married Serena and started looking too closely at who really saved him. Her throat went dry. Across the ballroom, the lawyer turned toward the enormous screen. The real show was only just beginning. Audio rolled out. Asher's voice laughing, saying,
"It's not my kid. What's there to go for?"
The recording revealed everything. Asher's wild reputation had been a costume. And the woman he'd always been obsessed with was Brielle. His sister. Victoria Hawthorne moved fast. Her palm landed across Brielle's cheek.
I told you 3 years ago this would never happen. If I'd known you'd drag him into this again, I would have kept you out of this city.
She hit Brielle again. Brielle clutched her face, looking at Asher then Adrian. Neither moved. Asher stood there like something had been dropped on his chest. The strange distance Serena had carried lately. Her absence tonight, she'd known. She'd heard the truth and been walking around with it alone. And the realization arrived like lightning. He loved Serena Sterling. He had, without noticing, without meaning to.
I was wrong.
Asher said, voice tight.
I hurt Serena. And I own that. There will be no divorce. Serena will not be thrown out with nothing. She is my wife and she will remain my wife.
He turned to Adrian.
Brielle and I are done. If there's anyone I'd trust with her, it's you.
Brielle shouted.
I don't want that. I want you.
For once,
Victoria said.
I agree with Brielle. This marriage ends tonight. Serena is carrying a child that isn't ours.
Asher didn't budge.
I failed her first. I will raise that child as my own.
Then he turned toward the livestream lens.
Serena, I was wrong. Come back. Please.
The attorney stepped in.
Mr. Hawthorne, you seem to be forgetting something. Miss Sterling is not the at-fault party. You are. As of this morning, the divorce agreement is already in effect. As the at-fault spouse, all assets under your name will be transferred to Miss Serena Sterling within 24 hours.
The agreement didn't just shock the ballroom. It set the livestream on fire. Asher Hawthorne was losing the empire. Victoria snatched the papers, read them, and sank into a chair. This is the end. Brielle's stomach dropped. She turned sharply toward Adrian.
Adrian, with the Hawthorns in chaos. I'll listen to Asher. I'll give us a chance.
It sounded devoted. It was survival. Adrian spoke gently.
Brielle, I'm not going to abandon you. I'll always take care of you. I'll treat you like a sister.
Brielle's smile faltered.
But the woman I intend to marry is Serena Sterling.
The attorney stepped forward again.
Mr. Kensington, your promise may not hold the way you think it will. Because there's a truth that's been 10 years overdue.
The screen flickered. Security footage, 10 years old, began to play. Adrian recognized the footage instantly. The wrecked car. The boy slumped in the seat, him. And the girl sprinting toward the smoke was not Brielle. It was Serena. The color drained from Adrian's face. He'd worshipped the woman who stole the credit. And helped her destroy the woman who actually saved him. Every cruel choice came back at once. He turned slowly, eyes burning, and looked at Brielle. His hand shot forward and clamped around her throat. Brielle's voice came out broken.
Asher.
Asher surged forward.
Let go. You're hurting her, Adrian. Are you going to choke her in front of everyone?
Adrian released Brielle abruptly. She stumbled back, coughing. Around them, the room's attention shifted. Guests checked the livestream comments.
An adopted daughter, and she acted like she owned the family. I knew she was nasty.
Asher went rigid. Serena had told him Brielle bullied her. He hadn't believed her. In the livestream chat, women started coming forward. They talked about desks glued shut, clothes destroyed, food tampered with, evidence that had been sitting in drawers for years.
I didn't do it.
Brielle stammered, grabbing Asher's arm. Asher yanked his arm free.
I must be blind. I believed you.
Victoria's palm cracked across Brielle's face.
We fed you. We raised you. You are nothing to this family.
Brielle straightened and hit back.
Old witch. You're broke. You're done.
He sounded giddy. She was already imagining herself on screen. A new kind of queen. Then something cold clicked around her wrist. Adrian had called the police.
You didn't stop after high school.
Adrian said.
I'll make sure the evidence sticks.
Brielle's bravado cracked.
Adrian, please.
But as officers led her away, Adrian didn't look at her again. He walked toward the camera.
Serena.
Adrian said, voice low.
I know this was you. I was wrong. I did lie to you, but my feelings for you are real. You're carrying my child. Give me a chance. I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
The attorney cut through.
Mr. Kensington, Miss Sterling also asked me to deliver something to you.
He lifted a small box. It carried a faint metallic scent. Blood. Adrian stared at the box. His fingers shook as he opened it. Inside was a small mass of tissue. The baby. The baby he'd called a tool. Something split inside his chest. He doubled over and coughed blood onto the floor. By early evening, Serena and her father were already in Cloud Haven, a warm city where her father used to dream about retiring. Serena had bought a lakeside inn on the shore of Emerald Bay. Now they sat on the balcony watching the livestream collapse.
They both look like they regret it now.
Her father said carefully.
Would you ever consider either of them?
No.
Serena didn't blink.
I will never forgive them. And I will never choose them.
Her father exhaled.
Good.
The next morning, her attorney called.
The Hawthorne assets have been fully cleared. Everything is now under your name. Victoria Hawthorne was removed from the estate. She caused a scene.
Serena felt nothing.
There's one more matter that needs your decision. How would you like to handle Hawthorne Group?
Her attorney asked.
Bring in a professional to run it.
Serena said. Her father had built a business out of grit, but he'd never loved the game. He deserved to rest. Half a day later, the quiet, shattered Asher and Adrian found her. Both men looked wrecked.
Serena.
Asher said hoarsely.
I regret everything. I do love you. Remember that day when I risked my life to protect you? Give me one chance.
Serena felt cold disgust.
Asher Hawthorne, you really do have nerve. You didn't honestly think I still didn't know you staged that kidnapping.
Asher froze.
From the beginning you were lying to me. When you protected me, were you protecting my dignity or your loyalty to Betrayal?
Asher's face went stiff.
I shouldn't have lied. But you loved me for 3 years. I don't believe you can just stop.
No.
Serena cut him off.
You swore before. You lied. We signed an agreement. You paid for the deception. We're even.
Asher searched her face. The love wasn't there. Only distance. He covered his face with his hands, tears spilling through his fingers. Serena turned and walked away. Adrian closed the distance.
Serena, 5 minutes.
5.
Serena said.
That's it.
I treated Betrayal like she could do no wrong because I thought she saved my life.
Adrian said.
And somewhere in these 3 years, I caught feelings for you. I just refused to face it. There hasn't been anyone else. It was always you and me.
Serena laughed cold.
You said it yourself. You treated me like a slab of grease. So I did what you did. I treated it like getting bit by a dog.
Adrian went white.
Stop showing up in my life. If you don't, I won't hesitate to sell Hawthorne Group to someone who'd love nothing more than to gut your company.
Adrian's eyes flashed with hope.
If you could forgive me, I'd sign Kensington over to you. You're the woman I love. And you're the person who saved my life. Anything.
Really?
Serena asked.
Yes, I swear.
Good. Then do one thing for me. Disappear. Don't come near me again. Don't call. Don't follow.
Adrian's face broke.
I can't. Not that.
Serena's mouth curved.
So you were negotiating. Your sincerity is cheap.
He turned and walked away. Behind her, his voice finally surfaced.
Fine, I'll do it.
The wind carried Serena's response back.
Make sure you actually keep your word.
He broke the promise again. Letting go of Serena was the one thing he couldn't do, and he wasn't the only one. Asher couldn't either. Serena got back to the inn. Her father had chicken soup going. For the first time in forever, her smile was real. They ate happily. Afterward, they grabbed their bikes. They'd barely stepped outside when she saw 2 figures ahead, Asher and Adrian. Several tall security men moved in.
Take him.
Adrian said.
Make sure he never shows up in Serena's line of sight again.
The guards grabbed Asher, who twisted in disbelief.
Adrian, we were brothers.
Adrian didn't even look at him.
Serena doesn't want you around.
Asher was dragged away. Adrian turned smiling.
Serena, sir. I know I failed Serena. But I'm going to spend the rest of my life making it right. If you need anything, tell me. Serena's father is my father.
Serena's dad said.
I do need something. I need you to leave.
Adrian didn't flinch.
That's the one thing I can't do.
He smiled again. Serena stared at him.
Didn't you promise yesterday you'd stop bothering me?
I promised I wouldn't disturb your life. I removed the disturbance. That means I kept my word.
He wasn't leaving. He was going to cling to Serena until she couldn't ignore him anymore.
You're sick.
Serena snapped.
Terminally.
Her dad added. They swung onto their bikes and rode off. Fireworks burst open above them that night, spelling, Serena, I know I was wrong. Adrian Kensington loves Serena Sterling. Serena, marry me. Serena called her attorney.
Sell Hawthorne Group to Kensington's biggest competitor. Immediately.
The deal went through. Adrian had no choice but to stop haunting her doorstep. He flew back and threw himself into the corporate war. A month later, Adrian boarded a plane back to Cloud Haven. He pushed through the indoors.
Are you really a very important friend?
The staffer asked.
Because if you were, how come you weren't invited to her engagement today?
Adrian froze. Engagement. Serena's fiancé was the richest man in Cloud Haven, Damien Vaughn. Adrian drove to a cliffside estate. A wide lawn dressed in soft lights. Serena stood holding out her hand. Another man slid a diamond onto her finger.
No.
Adrian lurched forward.
You can't.
Security stopped him at the gate. He stood there trapped behind iron and watched the ring settle onto her finger. The man beside Serena was young and striking. When he looked at her, it was quiet, steady warmth. Serena smiled back. A real smile. Adrian stood outside the gate for a long time, then turned around and disappeared. After he was gone, Serena faced Damien.
Thank you for helping me pull this off.
Her father had met Damien playing chess by the shore. When Damien heard about Adrian refusing to take a hint, he offered a solution. A public lie to make a man like Adrian understand no.
No need to thank me.
Damien said.
If there ever comes a day when you'd be willing to make the pretend part real, you tell me. No pressure.
Something in Serena's chest flicked. He smiled.
Okay.
Weeks later, her attorney called. Adrian had handed over control of Kensington Industries and entered a monastery. Asher took the hardest manual jobs he could find to keep himself and Victoria afloat. Betrayal was sentenced to 20 years. Serena listened without expression.
Serena.
Her father called from the courtyard. Damien was beside him.
Come eat your favorite soup.
Serena walked toward them with an easy smile. In a city that never snowed, the frost in her heart finally melted for good. From here on out, her life would stay warm.